electricity Ampere's law. Okay, in previous chapter we have learned about the Ampere's law. What is Ampere's law? Suppose a wire is flowing in this a current is flowing in this wire. Suppose current is I, and suppose from this wire, from distance r, we have to find out the magnetic field at point P. Then using this Ampere's law, we have calculated that close integration of B dot dl is equal to mu 0 I, where I is the current flowing in this wire and B is the magnetic field at this point B, and considering a surface which is defined as S, and the boundary of this surface is suppose this loop, and this loop is called Ampere's loop. Okay, so suppose a wire which is carrying a current I in upward direction, okay, and we have to find out the magnetic field at this point P. Okay, so suppose I consider a surface in which this surface is surrounded by a boundary which is called Ampere loop. I have considered. Suppose then Ampere's law stated that close integration of B dot dl is equal to mu 0 I. So where B is the magnetic field at point B, how can we find the magnetic field at point B? Using right hand thumb rule. So suppose current is flowing in this upward direction, so then magnetic field is inside into the pole, okay, and it is indicated by this tail of this arrow. So magnetic field is inside this, okay, and consider that small element of this loop. Suppose this the length of this loop is element. I consider a segment which is delta n. So suppose B is the magnetic field inside this, and current loop of this current is flowing in this upward direction. Then loop is then the magnetic field line is in this direction. Okay, using right hand thumb rule we can find out. So suppose B dot dl is always mu 0 I, where I is current flowing inside this surface, means is that Ampere boundary surrounded by this boundary. So suppose another current is flowing in this direction. Suppose this one is I1, this one is I2. So then using this loop, I is just let's write this I in close. Okay. So suppose another wire which is carrying a current downward direction. So then this one is written as mu 0 I1 minus I2. Why I have written here minus? Because current is flowing in this direction, and we can find using the right hand thumb rule. Okay. Now let us consider another problem, a little bit complicated. Okay. Suppose a parallel plate capacitor in which a current is flowing in this direction. This is the parallel plate capacitor, and the current is flowing in this direction. Consider first, suppose this current is not varying. Suppose this current is I is DC current, means that this is not varying current, means that it does not depends on time. So suppose what happens, suppose you connect a battery terminals with a parallel plate capacitor. So what happens, suppose after time t it becomes positive, this plate become positive, this plate become positive, this negative, this negative, this negative. So those after some time this capacitor become charged, and flowing current become stopped. In the DC current, when current is not varying, so in this case after fully charged capacitor the current will stop. So it doesn't matter. I am more interested, suppose current is varying, means that the rate is also varying. So suppose for example AC current, English current also varying, and my current is also varying. So what has happened, suppose I want to find out this Ampere's circular law and find out, I want to interested to find out the magnetic field in this point. Suppose this one is the point P and this one is the point Q inside this parallel plate capacitor. So suppose I at point P, what happened with this law? So suppose you want to calculate, suppose from this perpendicular distance, suppose current is flowing in this direction and you want to find out the magnetic field at this point. Suppose this one is a perpendicular distance from R, so you can easily find out the B dot, again with this rule, dot dl is mu 0 and I, where I current is varying, and this one. So you can easily find magnetic field at point P, mu 0 IT divided by 2 pi R. Yes, this is the magnetic field due to straight wire. We have calculated using this law. Very basic application of this Ampere circuit law. Find the magnetic field along a straight wire. So suppose now I am more interested. Suppose I want to calculate magnetic field at point PQ. Magnetic field let's. So suppose I consider here we have considered a ampere loop and easily we can find out the magnetic field. Suppose at this point I want to interested to find out the magnetic field at this point. Suppose this one. Applying Ampere circuit law, we can see that here B dot dl and mu 0 I T. Suppose here inside this parallel plate capacitor at point Q there is no current, so magnetic field should be 0. So my question arises here that if current is flowing in this direction and DC current, we have seen that after capacitor fully charged the current is stopped and flowing of current is no more. So what happens? Suppose this one is AC current, means that my current is time varying. That won't happen. So this we have seen that experimentally, that suppose this one is the current flowing in this direction. Okay, so at after some time we see that current is also flowing inside this space, which is not a conducting material. This is fully space, but current is still flowing. So what happened due to this? How this is happened? That a current is flowing in this space. How this is? The question arises. Yes, this is interesting. So this was Maxwell, James Clerk Maxwell, who first proposed that this Ampere circuit law should be correct. Means that in this equation there is an inconsistency. Means that there should be there is an inconsistency. So Maxwell removed this consistency using a concept of displacement current. Suppose this current is flowing through wire. This current is called IC. Means that this current is called conduction current, and inside this there is a current flowing which is called displacement current. Okay, so Maxwell put forward a theory. Means that there is an extra current which is flowing in this space and called this current displacement current. And I know as regular we know that this current is IC. So Maxwell removed this inconsistency using a concept. Suppose this one is the current flowing in this one is called IC, means that conduction current, and put another terms which is called displacement current. So now this equation become called Ampere Maxwell law. So how? Question is how Maxwell conclude this extra current? How Maxwell find out that the concept of ID, displacement current? So let's discuss. As we know that the electric field arises electric field arises due to charge. We know, okay, suppose charge is flowing or charge is stationary in space, it creates electric field. Second is we know that we have discussed in previous previous chapter that changing magnetic field magnetic field changing magnetic field produces electric field, and this law is called Faraday's law. Suppose change in flux delta B divided by delta T is equal to